I'm going to tell you something I haven't always been willing to say out loud. For most of my life, I didn't know I was earning love. I thought I was just a good friend, a hard worker, a good partner. What I didn't know was that underneath all of that, I had learned somewhere early that love is not something I just got to have. It's something I had to earn. So I kept attracting relationships, romantic and friendships, situations where I had to prove myself, where I had to give more than I received, where love felt like something I was always one step from deserving. I thought that's just how love worked. I didn't know I was choosing what felt familiar. And while I was over there earning love from everyone else, I was completely abandoning myself. I was a single mother. I wasn't eating. I wasn't sleeping. I was doing everything for everyone. Trying to be superwoman, trying to prove my worth, running on empty and calling it strength. I was surviving, not living. I didn't know how to feel joy. I didn't know how to slow down. I didn't know how to include myself in my own life. My body remembered everything I tried to forget. Every relationship I stayed too long. Every emotion that I swallowed. Every time that I put myself last and I called it being a good friend, a good mother, a good partner. My body held all of it until one day, during a routine checkup, my doctor found cancerous cells growing in my body. I sat in my car in the parking lot and sobbed. I was scared. I was angry at myself. I was angry at life. I felt completely betrayed and completely alone. And then something shifted. Sitting in that car, I made a decision I had never made in my life. I decided that I mattered. Not my job, not my son, not the relationships that I was working so hard to be chosen in, but me. I asked my doctor for 6 months. No procedures, just 6 months for me to figure it out myself. I went to the library. There was no Google, no social media back then. Just hours of me reading every book I can find on health and healing. I stopped eating all the foods that were hurting me. But more than that, I asked myself a question that nobody taught me to ask. Why was I choosing things that didn't love me back? Not just foods, relationships, situations, the way I treated myself. The answer wasn't in a protocol. The answer was always inside of me. I just hadn't been listening. 6 months later, I went back to my doctor. Cancerous cells gone. But the real shift was not in the labs. It was finally understanding that my body was carrying everything that I refused to feel. The grief, the anger, the loneliness of abandoning myself for so long that I forgot who I was. All of it was living somewhere in my body. And when I finally let myself feel it, really feel it, move through it, my body responded. That's not a coincidence. That's biology. And that experience changed everything about how I work. I became a board-certified integrative health practitioner. I found HTMA tests that doesn't just show me your minerals, it shows me your story. How long you've been running on empty, where your nervous system got stuck, what your body has been carrying that nobody has thought to look for. I trained in the deep emotional work, the patterns, the unconscious beliefs, the younger version of you that's still making decisions based on what felt safe a long time ago. Because here's what I know now that I didn't know back then in the parking lot. It's never been just about food. It's never been just about supplements. It's the relationships where you had to earn your place. It's the emotions that never got felt. It's the nervous system that never got the signal that it's safe to slow down. All of it is connected, and nobody is looking at it together. That's what I do. When I look at your HTMA test, I don't just see what your body needs. I see you. The woman who is exhausted but keeps pushing, who skips meals but never misses a deadline, who snaps at the people she loves and then hates herself for it, who wants real connection but keeps ending up in relationships where she has to prove she's worth staying for, who has been working so hard to be worthy of love that she forgets she already was. I know her. I was her. When we work together, everything shifts. Not just your labs, your life. You stop running on empty and calling it strength. You stop earning love and start receiving it. You start taking up space in the bedroom and the boardroom without apologizing for it. You finally include yourself in your own life. That's what's available to you. Not someday, now. If you're ready, subscribe and click the link below and book a clarity call. This isn't a sales call. It's the first time you'll be seen.